I remember that.
Hello.
Bienvenidos. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. Bienvenidos. Hey, how's it going? Kristof?
Justin.
We're reading... I'm sorry, what manga chapter are we reading?
This is Boku no Hero Academia. Chapter number 285.
Yeah, oh yeah, yes.
I don't know how to say 285 in Japanese.
Okay, so, heard from the grapevine that this is quite a dramatic one.
This is going to be a heavy chapter.
Okay.
And I'm not ready.
I don't think I am. I think what will help us soak in all this is reviewing the previous chapter.
Yeah.
As far as things that happened. To 284. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened.
So it started with Deku and Shigaraki in the sky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It starts from there, right?
Mm-hmm. Starts from them in the sky.
I'll beat you from up here with everything I got.
And then Endeavor's like, I should be there. You shouldn't be the one to do this. And Deku's like, who else can help keep him off the ground? Everyone's like,
really like dramatic.
and then
Bakugo's
which triggers Bakugo's
His
flashback.
Yes, which like he actually got prior training to get assimilated with float, like when it manifests.
Yeah. He had trained with Uraka with a beautiful, cute little ponytail.
Yeah.
Both Uraka and Deku had new hairstyles in the flashback.
Yes.
And then Sero and Froppy were helping him train.
Yes, for the Black Whip training too.
And Black Whip training as well as float training.
Essentially just to disguise things. Well, I mean, I guess Black Whip training was already good to go, relatively.
Yeah, he had it pretty, but it wasn't like as strong as it is now.
Sure.
Yeah, he had control of it, so he could activate when he wanted and stuff. But like just to like really get good with it, yeah, he had to have Sero help him. Like, how do you do the tape?
How would you advise like snatching people like in midair?
Yeah. How would you do that? And then Froppy was a target.
She could do
she's
both.
very agile.
Yeah, she could do both.
Yeah, she can do both. It's very helpful. And then so Bakugo, while that was going on, training with those four,
right?
Bakugo was sitting with All Might, and they had a conversation.
Like, you can't hide this forever. Like, you know, like people are gonna find out. Like, especially when you unlock more quirks, it ain't just super like strength.
Ain't just
anymore.
super strength. Yeah, it's a little something else.
And then All Might was acting a little sus a little bit. He was like, I'm not gonna tell anyone.
Yo, All Might's sus.
Like, listen, we're gonna have this training just to prep Deku for when it does happen, when it manifests.
Yeah.
And Bakugo then proceeds to kind of like push on like All Might a little bit more as far as like, so about the things that you've been really writing.
Yeah, you have
notes.
Yeah.
Especially with the fourth
Yeah.
folder. Like, you wrote something down, but you scribbled it out. Why was that? Did you find something?
And then when he asked about that, Bakugo asked about it. All Might
It's like, not
quickly changed. Yeah, it was like not like he was very like
very stern about that, like affirmative.
Yeah, not yet, which is very suspicious.
It's weird how you get that from writing, but also like how you like stylized that like panel for All Might.
There's a lot of theories are spreading from that moment. Like, was number 4 like, is his quirk something bad? Was he someone bad? You know,
Yeah, was he like someone who actually turned a little bit?
Exactly. It's a lot. Ha ha, Mark, you are here. Ha ha ha.
Aha!
I'm All Might when he tries to go buff now. Ha! I love that. Oh, I love that.
I hate to see it, but also
It's funny.
it's funny.
You're too old to be spitting that much blood up, though. It's a lot of blood.
It's a lot.
lot of blood.
But yeah, so with that, I think that was the main takeaway. But essentially,
we also know before we Bakugo also had a moment where like All Might realized that Bakugo is actually apologetic. Like, the reason Bakugo is helping Deku train, not just because he wants to be part of like the secret,
but also because, well, I mean, like, how would you explain it?
I would say because he regrets treating Deku the way he did, because I guess there's like kind of like a friendship. Because now since Deku's come up, like, because Bakugo acknowledges the fact that the reason he bullied Deku is because he felt he made him insecure. Yeah, because Deku was such a good, kind kid, even though he didn't have powers.
Yeah,
that Bakugo, it like kind of like activated like some like inferiority in him that compelled him to bully this person who he felt was better. That's why when he kept him his arms reached, because he knew he was something special. And so all those years of torment, he now seeing where Deku's become, and like the fact that he didn't even acknowledge his own weaknesses, like the stuff that about him.
Yeah.
It's now at a point where like he regrets, like he wants to atone for all the bad they did, and that's why All Might relates him to Endeavor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But then, right. So it comes to a certain point, like, and I think all my references to this too is when he has that talk with Endeavor. Endeavor reaches out to him during the provisional training stuff.
Yeah.
And just asks him, like, listen, like, I'm not like you.
Yeah.
And even with this #1 title, I will never become like you. But how did you do it?
Mm-hmm. What does it mean to be?
What does it mean to be that symbol piece?
Mm-hmm.
And then All Might just kind of gave him the talk. You know, it's like, you know,
listen,
like, I made that. Like, you're not me.
You ain't me. You ain't gonna be me.
You ain't me.
So sit your ass. Yeah.
So yeah.
It's
and then All Might says this. You'll get your chance to talk to him. Maybe not now. Maybe I'm overstepping a little bit too much, but you get that chance to talk to Deku later about this.
And I'm saying, listen, Bakugo, just confess.
And it's weird too because like
he's in love with him. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just straight up. I think that scene particularly is when you'll see, because Bakugo has like a few like in between moments of just pure calm. Like there's nothing like, I guess, aggressive about him.
Yeah, just kind of just. Fully.
And you see that in the eyes, how he's drawn in. Mm-hmm. Like it's still like particularly like analytical almost to an extent.
Mm-hmm. Very introspective.
Yeah, that was like a moment of like, oh shit, what did I just do?
He broke it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You went back to the last chapter.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I was like, oh. All right.
Yeah.
And so it cuts out of that flashback into where it's now like Deku is literally just like pounding on Shigaraki with everything he's got, literally.
Yeah.
And he's having his own like little thing like in the background where it's like, this is what the quirk's made for. Like,
I meant to give it up here.
Yeah.
Which I think Bakugo recognizes that drive. Mm-hmm. And so the theory, what I came like after rereading it afterwards and like thinking about it, I'm seeing a very dangerous play happening where Deku is about to kill himself in order to finish off Shigaraki, because he's beating his body up. He did 200% smashes with with one of his hands, which is kind of useless at this point. He's just like wrapped around Black Whip to keep going.
Right.
And he's about to just sacrifice himself, because that's Deku's whole thing. I think Deku, where Bakugo has had insecurities about himself because of Deku, I think Deku also has like I think Deku has a lack of self-worth in that sense, because his whole character since the beginning has always been like, I have to sacrifice
to meet this expectation that's far above what anyone would ever like expect of me,
exactly,
or myself, I guess.
Exactly, like it's above me, like I'm not worth as much as the mission.
Yeah.
And so Deku
that's tough.
Is down to like give like take his own life for the mission for other people. Yeah.
And that's such an interesting like dynamic of like a character to have like a level of like care, to express care for others, but not have that sense of like care for yourself.
Exactly, like this sense of this self, like it's like the extreme. Whereas Bakugo is extreme selfishness, Deku is extreme selflessness, where it's both opposite side of the spectrum, but the extremes of both sides, where it's both of them are dangerous.
We got someone coming in.
Oh, what's up,
Striker
Strike?
Vision. By the way, hello, Striker. And right now we're kind of just, before we jump into the chapter, we're kind of reflecting on what happened last chapter, especially since it was such a character-driven one with Bakugo.
Yeah. A lot of things revealed in it.
And I was kind of confused about who said what, but I think Bakugo also like said it too, like in the chapter, just to kind of make it clear for everyone, even the readers, that he doesn't really care for himself, you know. It's like he's always putting others in front of himself. Yeah,
he did say that. That's kind of, I think that's what sparked that idea of like, oh, Deku doesn't have self-worth. Like that's that little kid that hated himself for not having a quirk and was sad is still in there, and he's like trying to like I guess also make up for his like quote unquote uselessness he felt then as well, I think.
Yeah. Sorry, Striker. I think the talking part and reading would be better as a podcast.
Yeah.
I guess so, but I think that makes it a little bit better as far as like, oh, we're just straight up reading from the chapter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of want to kind of make this a little bit more complex so that this stream has its own meaning to it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, instead of just like, oh, let's just react. That's funny.
I like that. Yeah, I like the talking that we're doing as well.
Yeah, it just kind of, I guess it helps facilitate like our thoughts and just processing it too. But yeah, all right. Did you have any other thoughts about the previous chapter, 284?
284. Nah, Deku's going hard, and Bakugo's gonna take it.
Try to save him.
Yeah, they're gonna try and save him.
This just became like so complex of a fight
very quickly.
Oh, Twitch has a podcast section. Oh, well, we're also gonna read this too, so it's like.
Oh, does it have a podcast section? I didn't know.
It does have a podcast section, but we don't put like the DangIT podcast stuff like up there yet. We just had a podcast too, but it was on YouTube. But we're switching over this to Twitch just to like kind of see if we can start something over here too. But yeah, okay. So we're about to actually jump into the manga chapter here.
All right, let's go.
All right, so this is 285. We're gonna start off with the first panel, Deku's flashback in which he's going to the doctor. This is after the whole like training camp arc, where he just went in on muscular. That was the first time he actually used like his hilarity strength and did that like quote unquote like 1 trillion million percent
smash or whatever.
This is true. And I'll keep the chat close here.
Yeah. Him and Mark are talking.
Okay, thanks, Mark. And don't worry, Mark, we still see you.
It's up there. All right,
so
let's get going.
So this is I think from the doctor here. Like I give you 2 or more 3 times, but if you keep getting injured like this specifically, you may permanently lose the use of your arms. It's equivalent to losing One for All essentially, until you pass it down.
Yeah, well, he got legs.
Local boy found out he has legs. Which, by the way, Deku, you might want to use maybe one of them if you're gonna go all in. You probably will, yeah.
Yeah, dude. And then immediately cut to Deku using full strength.
He's literally gonna just like straight up like jump as high as he can up to the atmosphere and then just let his body go and just like use like a body like one.
Dude, just the body slam. Also, that's sick.
That's sick. So it looks like he just landed another attack on Shigaraki, and he's using Black Whip just kind of keep him in place.
And then I think he hits the ground and the energy coming off of it.
Yeah, like Deku's doing things that he really shouldn't do, especially since he doesn't have Eri, doesn't have the full control of like One for All. He is he's really given everything.
Yeah, man. Next one.
And do I just tap it?
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh god, so
you can see the meat.
That's his right hand actually, right arm.
Yeah.
That was a blitz of 3 blows.
Ooh, wow. Detroit. Ooh, he's doing the slingshot.
Oh yeah, cool. So, oh wow. Oh fuck.
Detroit smash. Wow.
Just laying in on this boy.
Dang, Shigaraki's at 75%. He's still struggling.
Damn. And he goes straight into the following Wyoming. What's the Wyoming one?
I think it's might be a downward punch or it's a chop. What's Wyoming known for? I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know.
I think it's so Detroit is just a straight punch. I don't know. St. Louis? I don't.
Oh, that now he's broken a leg.
Yeah.
He's done double smash.
Look how red he is too.
Yeah, they've always like intensified that though. Like he would always have that kind of feature when he's like charging up. Like
I know this is dark. This is next level. He's really red in here.
Yeah.
St. Louis smash.
So now we're over here. Here, like the damage is exceeding my regeneration.
If I don't focus on defense, I'll probably be blown away. These heroes hadn't pushed me to my limits.
No, this incomplete form aside, this power is just simply in the way of my dream.
That's what this power is for. Oh no.
And just fuck, dude. So, yeah.
Deku's going hard in the paint.
Like. This does a really good job because it puts me like in slow motion stop. I was like, fuck.
Is he losing limbs or is it just cut off for the
It's cut off for like speed
angles and stuff. Okay.
But there's also just a lot of blood happening.
A lot of blood on both sides. Texas Smash. Oh, sorry.
The Texas Smash, I think that's the downward one thing.
I think it's a downward.
It
is. Yeah. Damn.
Oh god, dude. And it's like none of the limbs kind of look right?
No, dude. He looks as beat up as he is. Must be something. A quirk to deal with this kid. Find it. Oh, Shigaraki's trying to find a quirk.
Yeah, that's incredible. Like, no, he's gonna get destroyed at this rate.
Yeah.
That's Bakugo saying that. He's like, ugh.
He's gonna break himself.
It's, oh my god.
Using your legs and air force to avoid the recoil, or already controlling several quirks.
Deku's pulling every move he's learned until now just to keep Shigaraki in the air.
Since he couldn't completely take him... Who's saying this?
It's Bakugo.
Since he couldn't completely take him out with the first attack, it's turned into a war of attrition, just wearing each other down. In that kind of situation, there's one way he could hold out against the guy with the generation.
Within minutes, he'll get his ass kicked and his power stolen.
Todoroki, you finished yet? Yes, but why? Shut up and grab on!
Endeavor, hold off on fire. I'll make sure to get you up there. Todoroki, keep Endeavor cool as long as possible.
Really off.
Jesus, he's calling the shots right now.
Yeah, that's right, Bakugo.
I'm like, oh shit.
Let's go, Bakugo.
Let's absolutely go.
I'll use my greatest firepower to bring him down. Leave it to me.
But you're kids.
Take care of our teacher. Rocklock is like, I'm the pro. Fuck. Okay. What am I saying? I've already acknowledged those kids are heroes. They're getting him up there. Aim for my black whip's completely extended. When I head up there, you two return to the ground, or you'll get caught up in it. Midoriya, hold on. Come on.
More flashbacks. Oh god, I don't want to speculate or talk about things I'm not sure of. Because he's the one who's basically created like One for All, isn't it? He's also got multiple quirks that makes you the same as him.
Even if One for All is some
sort of cursed power, he feels like he's done worse.
One for All is... What's this? Oh, that's what you do in the notebook.
Yeah, so what we're looking at is a full page of flashbacks right here, showing like All Might saving a kid, Deku and Bakugo like both as kids celebrating like victory.
Yeah.
And then it hard cuts to what Bakugo has done to Deku so far as what we've seen. Throwing the notebook into like that little school pond. Deku like finally retaliating like once he got into UA and did the first training course.
Way back then, yeah.
I'm not gonna be your worthless punching bag Deku forever.
Touch-on,
I'm the Deku who always does his best.
Damn.
And it's like, oh fuck. We have this really cool panel of just like, we don't really get to see a lot of Deku himself, but you see him.
Like the shadow, you only see like the eyes being lit up. Everything else is so freaking dark.
Should we go ahead and just kind of look at the chat real quick?
Real quick.
Mark's kind of been exploding the chat a bit. If you don't want to watch spoilers, My Hero, you don't want to watch this. Well, the 100,000,000% Smash was more of a figure of speech. I know.
Yeah, we know.
That's just.
But he went all out.
It's just a point of reference.
Yeah.
And then it was giving.
Arms getting shredded. 3 different smashes. Link between All For One and showing the cut chapter. It's terrifying. Oh, because he sees All For One in Deku, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think is what is happening.
Yeah. It's like, I guess, yeah.
Like maybe Deku isn't as far off from Shigaraki as you think.
Yeah, right. Because they're like halves of the same coin. Like it's all a matter of like how they're raised, their own perspectives.
Because they're both people whose society kind of shoved off.
Yes.
Where Shigaraki was left alone when he had this deadly power that would help him. Deku was powerless and was bullied for it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And now it's like, now that they have the power, what they do with it.
Okay. But now, give it time, you'll see. So yeah, and now closing into like Deku, like half-blooded, like top head, him just like absolutely just manic, and Bakugo, he's just kind of upset.
Yeah, I don't know what he's feeling. It's a lot.
So now we can cut to the next page. Full extension right here.
Yeet Endeavor.
Right, Endeavor comes in. He's like gets sent over.
Full send, yeah. Oh, he doing the?
He's gonna do it. Now,
get down.
You.
Prominence.
Oh, that's a really cool shot. Prominence burn. That's a really big panel. Like this, I like what he's doing right
I
here.
like how it bends the other panels.
Just like
yeah, it's like shit, bro. Yeah, I like it.
A little bit of like motion like in the characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's just a really hot oven in there.
Yo,
oh shit!
Shit!
Oh my god!
I mean, it's blacking out.
Oh my god!
Why don't you hand your buddy over to me, Tomura?
Ooh. Damn! After all what like Shigaraki said, like this might be it. This is what will push him like to use, or yeah, actually just have All For One just take over.
Holy shit! Who's screaming?
Yeah, at this point, I don't really.
Oh, Endeavor's going too hard.
Oh shit! And All For One's like right there. He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the next page. Oh, he got impaled. Yep, this is it.
Die.
How come you won't die? And then you just see, now you just see a dark figure instead.
Little brother.
I think he sends out Deku's right in the line of sight.
Deku's fucked up.
Oh my god, look. Oh, well, I mean, you don't really need to really look that hard, but yeah, and also the panel which you just see the dark figure, it's just like
that's burnt to a crisp. That's right.
Burnt to an absolute crisp, but it's also probably like All For One at that point.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think Shigaraki's gone.
Okay, I think this is the point in which the next page is gonna hit. So let's just go and let's just jump right into it. And today ain't awesome. But at that moment, as like Bako with like the absolute quickness, we're seeing you're seeing the red flags now. It's showing them like matching up with each other to the point where it's like they've come to like agreement at the end. Oh shit! Something I wanted to point out, how it shows all this almost chronologically, and it goes back to when he was suffering
in the ooze monster,
and Deku was the first to go and save him.
Tap it, man.
Without thinking, my body simply moved on its own.
That's
next chapter. Katsuki Bakugo Rising. Mark? Mark? So was that. That's tough. It's incredibly hard to even like say anything like right now. Like,
damn. Talk about an apology.
Oh jeez. Now I just want to take me back.
Take me back. I think Endeavor is gone too.
I'm gonna just leave that up just to whatever Horikoshi wants to do at that point, because he's just like,
Also, definitely Shigaraki's gone.
I think so too.
I think that was. I'm sorry, Tomura's gone. Shigaraki's still there. Because Shigaraki's all for one's last name.
Yeah.
I think it was a full Orochimaru plan.
I think so too. Like I really genuinely believed at a certain point that it was he was just being kind of kind because it was just Shigaraki.
I needed you. Yeah, I wanted to use
like
you.
Honestly, but then there were signs later on that showed like, yeah, I'm kind of using you, because he started talking through Shigaraki and he's like, why am I saying this?
That's what I should have keyed this in. Like, oh yeah, this is a bigger plan for him. It's not that he was gonna give it all to Tomura, even though he said it all like, I'm giving it all to Tomura.
You think
so
like, well, like anything's kind of like possible with that type of power in a lot of the history that doesn't get covered by it. But the idea that maybe this was definitely part of like All for One's plan. He had always seen this coming with any type of like predecessor. Who's to say that like that was his old body back then? Like, what if he's like Orochimaru? Yeah, like where he's actually taking control of like many bodies in order to like obtain this immortality and pass on his knowledge and power.
Dang, maybe that's his immortality.
Yeah.
No, because he still has no eyes. Why didn't he change bodies after All Might took his eyes?
Did he really take his eyes out?
Yeah, he can't see.
I mean, yeah, he can't see, but I was wondering, like, did really All Might do that? Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, All Might did that.
Absolute savage.
Yeah, man. Took out his eyes. You want him as a vessel. He didn't even want... Wow.
Like, ultimately, yeah.
That
but
is
a
next
lot of,
level.
Yeah. That's a lot of sugarcoating, like, from his part, just to ultimately say, I'm just going to use you at some point when I'm dead and gone. But also, like, he's still in the prison.
Right, no, but, like, if he can leave... Yeah.
Like a mind transfer,
yeah.
Permanent.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that Horikoshi would love to just kind of hold that thought and be like, what if there was two?
No. He couldn't do it. No, because he gave up his quirk. He only has a copy of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, how does that work? Logistic. This is just like his mind leaving. It's just a husk.
I don't know, because like he's putting his essence into like the quirks. I don't know how when you make the no moves, they have a little bit of those powers too. So how do they get the personalities added to them?
What, the Nomu?
Well, I mean, I guess those are actually...
There's only one we know that has personality.
The other ones just kind of talk, I guess.
Yeah, but that's only recent. Oh no, it's only a few of them. It's only recently.
Like the high ends kind of have more of the personality, but even then, like some.
It's
of them,
kind of more like an animal. It's not really like a person. It's kind of just like
it's just a thing that can
base,
actually it can talk.
Yeah, and
what it thinks.
Says only the base instinct of control.
We think so then.
Yeah, it's just full id. That can speak.
All right, so I'm just hopping back to the chapters because there's a part where Bako really just says. He just has his own like little monologue, and I think it carries on throughout. I think. Don't quote me on that. But like,
I can hear Mike times you playing in my head. It's plain to see.
Even if All for One is some Chris Power, One for All is.
He never answers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's some Curse Power. All for One is. As in, that's a statement.
I think it's supposed to be a visual. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's go to the comment.
Yeah, it's not there. Okay. Yeah, so it starts from here. Even if All for One is some sort of Curse Power, One for All is... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, not that one. No.
I'm the Deku who always does his best. He still is.
I guess he didn't really finish that thought.
I think the thought is finished with this.
Just like, but at that moment, without thinking, my body simply moved on its own.
And I think that's the essence of One for All. Because that is the idea of One for All.
Yeah.
You move when your body doesn't.
Actually, no. It kind of stems from a general like idea of like what it takes to be a hero.
Mm-hmm.
And they used this specifically for when Deku saved Bakugo the very first time, where it's like there's something that like all heroes have in common, and this is what All Might was saying. Like the true essence of a hero, you always find something in common with them. They have this moment where they just move without thinking.
Right, I think it might be a little more, I don't know, I'm interpreting it a little more metaphorical, where Bakugo says All for One is his cursed power, but One for All is, and it doesn't even get to finish, but in that moment, my body moved on its own. I think the idea is that One for All, like being a hero,
Or all for one? Or no, yeah, no, one for all.
Is it doesn't care about definitions. It doesn't really care about trying to define itself the way All for One is. It just do the hero thing. Mm-hmm. Forget about hearing enough of that. I gotta do the hero thing. I gotta move, and I gotta save someone. And I think that's like, I think that's very. If that is how it was supposed to be interpreted, it's very poetic. Like, don't even finish a sentence. I can't even finish a sentence. I got someone to save. I got time to talk to you. I got someone to save.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hero instinctively, like, whereas All for One is calculating and planning and doing all this. All for One, you just gotta save. One for all is you gotta save people. Just save people. That's it. It's just that. It's just that simple. No layers. Just save someone.
Mark says that everything was forgiven with Bakugo, in my opinion. I think just simply trying, like, in his own way, I think Bakugo can be forgiven.
I think that's that moment. I think that's his apology. That's his I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
That's it right there.
Damn, dude.
I'm just saying he can't. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is this can't go the way it looks like it's going to go.
It can't.
I'm just saying it can't.
Okay. You're saying simply, like, you're saying that, nah.
From
like,
a narrative standpoint, nah, I can't.
Because we're at this point, we're kind of assuming the worst, right? Like, Bakugo gets this, and therefore he dies, and therefore the series goes on without him, without any type of like input. Who's the rival? Who's going to be that extra push for Deku? Because Deku, like, out of all the students, he admires Bakugo like the most as far as the attributes of like being a hero. Just
and at the same time, it also retreading. If Bakugo does, it's basically retreading the same story because Mirio, I think, served that purpose already.
He did. Of
someone who was more worthy than me, who is like a hero's example. He, as an idea, already. What does it say? Also already has an idea of someone that Deku look up to that is now gone out of the line, isn't really an equal for anymore. I think Bakugo, it's too soon. Like, Bakugo is supposed to make it all the way. They're supposed to be, I think, like the Vegeta to his Goku, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because if Bakugo goes now, Deku is never going to be the same, and I don't know
how in the world that he would bounce back to that.
Exactly. I don't know how. I don't know how he does, and that's why I think. He already lost Sir Night-Eye. He already lost. Most likely, he's going to lose Gran Torino right now, and All Might's retired. That might be. I don't know how. That's too much. I feel like that's. He's already losing so many heroes already. We saw the mansion. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't add up.
I would agree with you, but I've seen instances where main characters have like been gone. I can only think of one actually, but there's a few on which like a main character goes, and the sacrifices of that. And you know what? I'm thinking of also video game characters too when I'm thinking about that. But there's,
But that serves a different purpose.
It serves differently, right? Yeah. But because it's a thing that happens, it's not like, oh, I wanted to die. Or like, I know this is going to happen. There we go. That was kind of like almost freak accident where it's like, oh no. And several was like, what you going to do now?
Unless this really is the end of the story.
I want to reference Gurren Lagann because that's a pretty easy one to like always go for as far as like, oh, this one has a lot of substance because like there's a lot of impactful things that happen, like consequences for our characters, not just by them going out and exploring like the world above. There's also a consequence that can never really go back on or make amends of in the ways that you'd want to. Kamina had like the ultimate like main protagonist energy to go out and conquer and just seize like his own destiny, and then he got. And now you're with Simon. He's doesn't feel like he's ready. He's felt like inferior in comparison to his older brother in this case, and feels like he always had to get to a point just to meet ends with him. And I think this is similar to that case too. Although granted, it's displayed differently. It kind of carries the same meaning, where Kamina was the Bakugo here, always like a step ahead, but Simon always had, and Deku always had that potential, or like they saw something in that other person. So that's my connection here, in the sense that like series can continue on without like a certain character. We may not like that. Like, of course, I would have loved Kamina, or if they really like confirm it here, Bakugo to continue like doing what he needs to do as far as achieving his own like sense of like accomplishment and success. But if Horikoshi written it as if he's supposed to end here, that means his significance goes far beyond like what he ends up ultimately doing for himself, and that his meaning transcends it and is for someone else instead. Maybe that's my own like input on that.
Also, this is also why as lovely said, really beautifully said, but my only apprehension for this decision would be the implications for the narrative.
Yeah,
because if this is true and this happens, Hero Society is fully done.
Yeah, because like you just like a student just died for this.
Not just any student, like the student who won, the freshman who won the #1 of the sports festival.
Yes,
you let children out here.
Yeah, you've had them out here to fight.
This isn't the first time they've been attacked.
Yeah,
and you just keep putting them out. Like this is like it's done at this point.
Right, because Bako. Yeah, as far as what the media knows, Bako has also been subjected to kidnap.
He was the kid in the sludge attack. He was kidnapped by the League, and now he's killed by them. That's 3 strikes from the same kid.
Yeah.
Of what UA especially has done. Like UA is done if this happens.
So at that point, we're not even talking about like how Deku or even all of Class 1A is going to reflect on this. It's more like, how is the whole world in this universe going to reflect on like the decision made to have this all-out war essentially, in order to stop a greater evil that only they know about but never was told to the public.
That's a lot of stuff.
It's heavy.
Mark. Hero Society couldn't rise again because of he went up, but he was 14 or he's 15. It's different when you're a pro hero and like he's a student. He shouldn't because that was a big complaint from like Deku's mom made that big complaint like you keep putting my son in danger. Like I can't stand having my kid out there.
Yeah, and she still kind of held that too.
Yeah, she didn't want to bring Deku back. So like it's easy to assume that a lot of people in Hero Society have that same issue, and when they figure out that these heroes put children in this absolute war, and now one probably more got killed because we don't know about Amajiki's fate and stuff like that. You know, putting all these kids in harm's way.
Yeah,
like public opinion will sway. Also, it also caused how many deaths with Gigantomachia booking it through 20-something cities. How many casualties that's going to cause?
There's also talks about like reconstruction, but also just like like
the bodies are still warm. Like
bodies are still warm. Like what do you? Well, of course, people are going to try to be progressive about like, all right, so what are we going to do with heroes now? Are we going to let this happen again?
Yeah, like Mineta is a hero who has doubts. Who's doubting the validity of their cause and what they do.
Yes.
And he's in the fray. He's seen it, and he still doubts.
Yeah. And the heroes have been in for a long time, so they know what the stakes are.
And they signed up for this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, with them, of course I want to be true heroes, but, like, they're still kids, too.
Yeah, they're kids. I don't know. Narratively, I don't know how this bounced. Also, it seems like All For One's back on the streets now.
Yeah.
Immediately. We thought there was going to be a prison break. Nope. No need.
I'm just here already. Well, how'd you say it, All Might? I'm here.
I'm here. Yeah, dude. In Rocklock, he said that he sees them as heroes. But we're talking about, like, public opinion. Like,
yeah, how do, like, the average, like, looking Joe will look at this and be like, dude, what the hell? Like, those are kids. Like,
yeah, man, what's wrong with you?
I've seen this kid's, like, history. Like, he's been, like, under, like, 3, like, attacks.
Yeah.
And he dies on... Bruh.
And you bring those same kids out here? Like, come on, man. Yeah, it's going to be a mess. Hawks We also, I don't know, Hawks may have actually killed Vegeta's.
Yeah, I think he might have just...
The more we don't acknowledge Vegeta, the more I'm thinking Hawks might have straight up killed Vegeta's.
Because there's no other way he would have, like, swayed, like, his own, like... I guess his own, like, quote-unquote objective according to Liberation.
Yeah, in order to get there, yeah, they would have made sure the body was real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he might have chopped up Vegeta's and threw him in a duffel bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's...
Like, listen, it had to be done, fam. I love your jeans. I'll buy your brand from here on in forever.
Easy.
Yeah, easily. But you got to.
And like Deku, like Baku didn't even tell us his hero name.
Oh shit, you're right. Ah,
we didn't even get to hear his hero name. And he's going out. No, man.
I want to remember. Explosion.
Yo, what the fuck?
King Murder Explosion.
Deku's just like, what the fuck? Last breath.
King Murder Explosion.
That's what he says. I gotta make something up, guys. I can't tell that to his mom. I can't say that's what his mom said. I can't tell that to his mom.
Yeah, like they're so trashy enough to like they try to honor him, but they also go against his own will. Where it's like he will go by his hero name. It's not King Explosion.
Get that shit out of here, man. Yeah, man. I think Stain, Indian, possibly Chisaki will be unlike the allies if there's a prison break. I doubt Chisaki.
Okay, so Mark has been on about this one for a little bit as far as like the prison break, like I'll say hypothesis since it.
But not everything's gonna happen because it's mainly for All For One, and apparently he's out. Oh, unless it's not a full takeover, it's just a temporary thing.
You couldn't. Yeah, there's also hypothesizing that.
Could be a temporary thing.
Kind of focusing on Mark's take on like a possible prison break because he's been thinking
theory.
about that. Yeah,
that's a big theory.
It's been up there. I'm not gonna say anything about like Stain. I don't give a fuck about Stain right now. And you know what? Stain would be grateful. He wouldn't want to be part of the popular media. He'd just be like, I just do my thing.
He get out by because people were saying that he would like the prison break would happen when All Might goes to see Stain, and so it'd be a thing where Stain is actually protecting All Might against all the other prisoners.
He could do that
because All Might probably put a lot of folks in there.
Yeah, he put a lot of folks in there.
Put a lot of folks in there, and now he's weak.
I will tell you this though, just to just give affirmation to Mark's like theory. If Stain saw all of this unfold, he would not only see Deku as the hero, but Bakugo
as well. Because he's never met Bakugo.
Never met a Bakugo, but he would straight up acknowledge right then there. Straight up acknowledge that.
That's a hero.
That's a hero right there.
Yo, as he's dying, good shit, bro.
Dead corpse limp Bakugo, just like this right here.
Yo, that's a good shit, bro. I saw you.
That's some good shit. I saw you.
Yeah, I'll see you, dog. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good looks. I'll see you in Valhalla.
Someone, that's Stain. Grab him. He's got Bakugo's boots.
He's got his boots. Yo, this looks kind of nice, bro. I'm on my size. Yo, come up. You don't need them.
You don't need... Listen, you don't need them. You know, I don't.
At the funeral and shit.
Look, you don't. You spend most of your time not walking or running. You're up there, so I'll take advantage of it. I'm the low runner here.
Ooh, we find out he's Toga's brother.
That'd be weird.
Because there's too many blood quirk people for there to be no relation.
Oh, so you're thinking, who's the blood hero?
Vlad?
Vlad?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
They've never been in the same room.
Nani?
Oh, now I'm thinking like...
Yeah, he'd be in the hero side.
If Vlad was to be a support in a fight against Stain, do you think he'd be able to, like, hold off that, like, effect quirk?
What's Vlad's quirk again? He can control... Like, he only controls his own blood.
His own blood? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he can't control other people's blood.
Okay.
Because that'd be OP.
Because that'd be a bloodbender. We don't want him to...
Fully.
And they have to confirm, like, there's an Aang out there.
There's an Aang? That'd be confirmation, somehow.
All For One's Aang.
Oh, shit.
All the four elements.
He's bald. You're right.
What was it? To water, to fire, chirth, chair. But I won't think too much about Stain because now I'm really thinking about, like, a lot of times past, what does he now view the world or our particular characters now?
He's probably still on it. Probably still like, yo, I'm still right.
I'm still right. I'm still finna cut you down when I get a chance.
Because y'all fake heroes.
Y'all fake, except for him on the dead ground.
He tried to kill Shigaraki because he was fake too.
Yeah,
His resolve wasn't legit.
He wasn't even down with Shigaraki with the whole like,
they were never
like truce. It was just kind of like, I'll do my thing over here, for now.
Okay, Shigaraki might want to settle score with Stain, but I'm saving Shigaraki in my mind for the Boruto My Hero sequel where it follows Eri.
Oh, we're going down this path.
Yeah. Where Eri's it's because it's still My Hero Academia. We can only follow students. Eri's now of age.
Hero Academia.
Mm-hmm. Eri's 15 or whatever. She's
like fresh off the boat at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's go time, and like my quirk is just to rewind time.
Rewind things. Code is there. What's his name? What's the kid?
Koda?
No.
Kasuma?
Yes, Katsuma's there.
Katsuma. It's like
season 2. Chikisuke gets set back out of jail, and she sees him on the same way Deku saw her on the street. She sees Chikisuke on the street after being released from prison, and the trauma comes back.
It's like
she got to stop him.
Oops! It looks like I'm gonna rewind the entire world now.
Oh yeah.
I can imagine just a little side where it's like, "Hey guys, I'm Eri." She's trying to pull a funny. My quirk is to rewound times. Do you guys have any little small tapes? Oh, that's a shame. It's a rewound quirk joke. Anyway, my quirk is about rewinding other things I touch.
Oh, she only do organic things though.
Organic things,
which makes it very hard to trade.
So
you fuck up, you actually like unexist someone. Like she did her daddy. Shit.
Don't tell me to rewound that steak you just had. That's gonna be really gross. That's a rewound joke.
As always, a little too cooked. Oh, you can trade on cooked things. That's right. Cook an egg and then uncook it.
Wait, you make a chicken? Why would I waste this egg when I can make this into the chicken?
Well, see, it's already cooked, so it's not going to become a chicken.
Not if you rewound it far.
You gotta uncook it.
Yeah, you have to go all the way back.
It becomes a dinosaur.
Oh, hey, look what I just made.
Because apparently her quirk, she could turn the human into an ape.
Eric, we need to have a talk. What's wrong?
She could turn a chicken
new president and new principal. Like, we gotta talk about your rewound quirk. You gotta stop.
Yeah, you gotta. Aizawa's principal.
But Dad, don't use Dad in the office here.
Oh yeah, she might be able to rewind Kurogiri back into Shirakumo.
That's a good, interesting theory.
That's a good, interesting theory. Listen, dude, Ariel just gonna
rewound those.
She's gonna. We're gonna dig up Sir Night-Eye. She's gonna bring him back.
Only on living things though. That
organic things.
Organic things.
It's still organic.
Okay.
It's still organic.
If the bones are still there, then maybe.
Yeah, it's still a little meat on it. It's not that long.
Talk about the marrow, but okay.
Yeah. Just undo it.
We're unwound those 3 like holes that Bago got right now.
Yeah, undo. God, he better not be gone. Let me see that real quick.
Yeah.
Let me get because let me see.
You want to do a deep dive?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. He got shoulder and straight through the chest.
He might. It's gonna be a hard time.
He's gonna have a rough recovery for sure.
He's gonna have a rough next chapter. I'll tell you that. Like just how Aizawa's absolutely just passed out. He's been passed out. Dude. Everything you rewound like.
She's gonna be busy.
None of them look fatal. Well, this like. I could argue like the one like right at the arm and shoulder, and there's one like maybe to the side, but there's one like dead center where your stomach would probably be. Oh my! It looks like we're matching. Yeah, so it seems.
Damn.
So it seems Bakugo Shonen.
Yo, Bakugo. Yeah, I think Endeavor might be out.
It's only match time before you look all bony like I am. Don't say that shit. I'm still youth.
Still youth. Yeah, I think Endeavor's out too.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh nah. Nah, he's all right.
I like how Mark said none of them look fatal.
I don't know, dude, because that's a little.
That's his dead center of his. That's like his diaphragm,
right there,
right above his stomach line. Like that's where Night-Eye got stabbed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's. And Endeavor
he'll live
Endeavor looks like he got like a 3 across the chest.
Yeah, like right here.
Right through here.
Fuck.
Like all like in this cluster. Just like a little tri thing right here. Like, yeah. Endeavor's all shoulder. He might just lose an arm. The casualty is too high, man. Bakugo's not the one. Listen, you're supposed to take out either Mina or Kaminari. You were supposed to take out Bakugo. Those are the students you can kill. Those two. Or Kirishima, because he's gotten too big of a spotlight.
But please don't use Shoji again. Please, he's already gone.
No, Shoji can never die. We need that meat shield.
We need the meat shield, but we don't go. We don't get too tender on that meat.
Nah, man, don't beat it up too much.
Don't we? He needs like those arms still.
I mean, you could still die of blood loss. You can bleed out.
Yeah. So I mean, like, where's the nearest medic?
He's also lost a lot of blood. He already had. This is round 4 or 5 for Endeavor right here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? He first had to fight the high ends when he entered the hospital. Mm-hmm. Then after the snap, he had to fight Shigaraki 1v1. He got knocked out with Ryuki. They had to come back when Deku showed up. No, before Deku showed up. Then he had to fight. Hold on. He had to fight right before Aizawa lost his face. Then he got knocked out. Then he had to wait till Shoto came and cooled him off. And then now it's another round. Like, he's gonna lose blood. He's beaten up. And Gigantomachia is pulling up. And that's what we cannot forget. Gigantomachia is still on the way.
I forgot.
Like a boosted Gigantomachia is still on the way. With the League on his back. We got anything?
Is there anything else that you want to like mark down as your last little thing you want to say? Literally everyone in that room. Like, so at the end of the day, right now I'm just kind of like hands to my face, like, because Bakugo just had a whole collection of thoughts, like even surpassing Gran Torino as far as like flashback counts.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Bakugo had an entire like couple character arcs plus his entire I'm losing the words here. Contribution to the entire show and series franchise. Yes.
Yeah.
So it just hits me particularly when you start seeing the flashback. You see like much more about like what he's reflecting on.
Mm-hmm.
Because deep down, like, despite the extraneously like hard exterior that he has, without even Kirishima's help, he is like, he's trying to project like this tough and rough attitude.
Always.
But deep down, like, there's so much like insecurity and regret now that when you see the last panels of him doing this almost like without even thinking sacrifice, but also adds to make for like a way to amend things and for them to actually be friends.
In another life.
In another life. I'll see you in Electric Boogaloo, I swear.
See you in the next one. I'll see you in the grand line.
See you. Hey, yo, those two artists are actually fans of each other, so who knows?
You might.
We'll see the explosion fruit. It'll just be a lanky, like, blonde, spiked-haired dude. Has no business with Monkey D. Luffy and his crew. But it'll have the same type of attitude.
Same.
Just really lanky. I cannot express how lanky everyone is in that show.
God damn, someone eat a burger sandwich.
It took until a prison camp break for Luffy to actually look like he's been gaining, like, the gains.
Like he's been lifting.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Zoro. He got a neck now. Oh, and Usopp.
Yeah. Yeah, he's actually big. I'm like, oh, okay. All right.
Okay. But yeah, do we have any more thoughts?
I have so many, but it's just kind of like looping back within itself. It's about Bakugo, just like...
It can't be.
Like, looking back, right? But I'm looking back at all the things that he's done as far as, like, shown some sense of acknowledgement. Because ever since he's gotten that secret shared with them, he's changed his tone a little bit.
Yeah.
He's still pretty much an asshole to everyone else, but as far as like his own reflections, what we see in him. It's definitely been an ever-changing process.
Yep. They should have went with the Heroes Rising ending.
Should have went with the Heroes Rising.
Yeah, should have went with that one instead. I was looking at it like...
They're going to play it.
Yeah, this moment they're going to play it. Listen, we recorded the track. Fuck it.
All right, Kristof. That's all I got.
80's number one popular character, too. Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck all y'all. Also, everyone who had that Bakugo as the second user one for all, suck it. Oh, that's so sad to say. Cut the stream, dog. Cut it.
Kachan, are you still there? Boink. You gotta do it. Give one last surge of energy. No, this is happening in the manga. Like you have to accept it. Like right the fuck now.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
I'm all out of limbs to spare.
I'm fresh out.
Fresh out. We need a new set,
bro. I'm fresh out, dog.
And then my youth starts up. Okay. Went here. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mark, for jumping in, but everyone else for jumping in and watching the stream or the VOD afterwards. It's a lot to take in.
Fam, it's too much.
I like how our feelings are directed towards one character in particular, because just like everyone else is being tormented right now, as far as our class 1A, this one hits like especially big, not because of him as like a pivotal character, but because it is just one person to really dive into.
It's way early. Yeah.
All right. Hashtag bye everyone. Take care. My stuff is over there, so I'll have to
So it's gonna be a little.
It's a little awkward.
A little outro. Don't hurt yourself.
These shoes are too dummy thick. That's it.
Dummy thick.